What's going on YouTube? Astria Truth Exposed. Today we're going to be talking about Dick Gregory and how he was controlled opposition, a government agent. I see a lot of woke spiritual YouTube channels that post Dick Gregory commentary and videos and don't really see this part of it, which I don't know how they don't. But yeah, the controlled opposition is basically a protest movement that is actually being led by government agents. Examples is Black Lives Matter, the BLM, the Panthers, the hippies. All of those had controlled opposition put into them or was flat out started by the government. Now, Gregory, whose real name is Richard, was hand selected by the CIA to play several key roles, right? The same year that he was drafted is the same exact year the CIA started the MK Ultra program. Same exact year. And this was right before Martin Luther King came out. So we're going to talk about the Gematria, the strange connections, and I came across this blog article that broke it down perfectly and it all lined up with my research. So let's get into it. What's crazy is he was drafted into the Army in 1953. MK Ultra started in 1953. He was stationed at Fort Hood in Texas. This is the same exact area the famous MK Ultra case happened with Jimmy Schaefer, which took place in 1955. Same exact base, same exact area. You can go ahead and look that one up. It's an interesting case altogether. His commanding officer appointed him as a comedian, and he would do comedy shows on the base. Since when is an army rank being a comedian? Since when do you get appointed to be a comedian? That seems strange to me. So he was selected for that role. Okay. And in 1953, CIA Hugh Hefner set up Playboy, which was funded by the CIA to do MK Ultra and sex experimentation with breaking the mind, splitting the personality, the whole nine. Not long after, Dick Gregory himself ended up joining the Players Club. He was initiated into the Masonic societies, and of course you have to go through one of the two doors. He went with the blood sacrifice. He chose to sacrifice his son as opposed to going through that second door, the zesty route. What's crazy, the article says that he was initiated into one of the Hellenized societies. Helen Blavatsky was a legendary occultist writer in that realm. Gregory promoted one of her teachings, the I Am teaching of Madame Blavatsky, which teaches, I am God, you are God. That's that whole mumble jumble stuff that I am God, there is no God. The stuff that Rashad Jamal talks about. That's the I Am teaching. And these same people, if you research her, she did not believe in the same God as us. She did not believe in one God. She believed there were several gods or deities. So that's proof of him teaching her teachings, the cultist teachings, and it says that he's in a Hellenized society, one of these secret societies. And it's strange, as soon as he joins up with Hugh Hefner, he loses his son. That's a tale right there, a tall tale that they do a sacrifice when they get into these initiations. If you didn't see my other video that ties that together, go watch it. Just in one video alone, Gregory uses almost every single Masonic hand gesture there is. Funny enough, the video is about him joining up with Hugh Hefner. Let's go ahead and look at that.
One day, Erwin Corey, who was working the Playboy Club, um, decided he wasn't going to work 7 days. And so that's when they called my agent, and the agent called me and said, pay you $50 for one night's work. I couldn't believe it was that much money in the world. I said $50 a night times 7 times 365 plus leap year. Like Jesus Christ. And so there was a God in the formula. I've never felt comfortable downtown. That's why to this day I don't hang out downtown. I don't go to parties. No place on time. I'm running and I'm late, and I turn the corner, and the blizzard was so heavy you couldn't see, and I saw Playboy. That was like seeing heaven. And I'm running and I'm running. What had happened was that was there for a Southern food, frozen food convention. And so it's the first time I ever worked in the same suit I rode the bus on. Jumped up on the stage, 8 o'clock. And at 12 o'clock, I was still talking. And at 12:30, Hugh Hefner came by. And at 2 o'clock, I finished the show.
Oh my goodness, Jack.
Now go back.
Yes.
I first caught on to him whenever I realized he was lying about some things, and he would contradict himself and have different stories. One interview, he says that he doesn't hang out with celebrities, but then he has pictures with them. He's acted in movies with them. He even said Michael Jackson's mom called him directly. And then in one video, he claimed that Michael Jackson wasn't killed because he bought a portion of Sony Records. And then he did this video.
They killed Prince. They killed Prince on the plane. Those are the games they play, man. That same night they put him on the plane, he did a one-man concert at 8 o'clock and then another one.
Okay.
Why did they want him dead now? Huh?
I'm asking.
Because the white folks that killed him, they're not like niggas and ignorant white folk. I'll kill you, motherfucker. They do it 10 years later. That's, I think, when he went into that record company and talked to them folk with that slave thing on it, that's what got him killed. Kill no nigga for no money. Ain't nothing but chump change.
Back in the day, he tried to go the political route, the same route as Martin Luther King, which I think they tried to push him into that arena, but then it ended up not working. They even tried to do some propaganda with the CIA supposedly going against him, which is strange when you look at the whole picture. But that didn't boost him up enough. Enough people didn't buy it, so he left the political realm alone. Now we're going to get into the Gematria, and this is where it gets insane. I'm about to name so much stuff that you cannot tell me this man is not an agent. Now pay attention. His name, Richard Gregory, equals 666. Army equals 666. MK Ultra equals 666. CIA has 68. Dick Gregory in Gematria has 68. Actor equals 666. And also has 78, which matches Dick Gregory. Texas equals 666. Industry plant has 58, just like Dick Gregory. Freemasonry equals 666. Playboy equals 666. Destruction has 68, like Dick Gregory. Witchcraft equals 666, like Richard Gregory. Opposition has 58, so does Dick Gregory. So much gematria that matches up. There's no way. And there you have it, folks. Everything in the Gematria lines up perfectly with him and his character. There's the Army, MK Ultra, CIA, actor, what's the rest of them? Industry plant, Texas where he was stationed, Freemason, Playboy, destruction. Everything matches up. Even the word opposition matches to his name. None of this can be coincidence. Anyone who is in this community, with the spiritual community, or claim to be a spiritual teacher, and they promote Dick Gregory, after seeing this video, if they still promote him and can't see the truth, I don't know what to tell them. There's no way all these words in Gematria line up perfectly with his name and his character, and then he's promoting the occultic beliefs. He did a sacrifice. None of this is coincidence. It all lines up. So be careful. If they're on the main stage, if they're famous, 9 times out of 10, actually 10 times out of 10, on the world stage, if they're being pushed by the mainstream, they're feeding the machine. They are down with the cause, with a double agent controlled opposition, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for watching.